Hello and welcome back to the 3-Minute Devar. I hope you're doing well. This week's portion is called Pararshat Tisa, and it's also one of the four special Shabbatot leading up to Pesach. It's called Parashas Para. In Shul, if Shul would be open this week, we would be taking out two Sefer Torahs, one for the Parashas Kisisa and one for Para, which I mentioned is one of the special portions. Kisisa is an eventful portion, a very eventful portion, and carries within it some strange events, which I'd like to maybe talk about a bit and very briefly. And it's the event of the golden calf. The Jewish people had just received the Ten Commandments. Moses got up on Mount Sinai and he told the Jewish people, I'm going to be 40 days. In 40 days' time, I'm going to come back down and I'm going to teach you that everything God had taught me in those 40 days. God was going to teach Moses the entire Torah, all of the wisdom, which Moses would then going to impart to the Jewish people when he came down. The Jewish people were waiting very patiently up until the end when they got to what they thought was the end of the 40 days. And they started to wonder whether Moses was really coming back. According to their calculations, Moses should have been back already, and they were nervous. What if Moses died? What if Moses disappeared? What if he wasn't coming back? And strangely, they went over to Aaron, Moses' brother, and said, Aaron, we've got to do something. Let's build an idol. Which is shocking, and that's what they did. They built an idol. They built a golden calf. They started worshipping this golden calf. Moses eventually come down the mountain on time, but the Jewish people didn't realize that it was on time. They'd made a mistake. Moses gets furious, shocked at what the Jewish people are doing, and he smashes the tablets of stone on the floor. I'm not going to go into the rest of the story, but that's the beginning of the story in a bit more detail. The question is, though, what on earth were the Jewish people doing, and why were they so intent on building an idol, given that Moses wasn't going to come down, according to them? I think what's going on over here is the Jewish people had one very large misconception. They were so used to Moses being their intermediary between them and God that they didn't realize that they were capable of having a direct connection to God without an intermediary. And as soon as Moses disappeared, they were nervous. They didn't have anything they could use to then connect to God above. So it wasn't so much they were looking to serve the idol for the sake of serving the idol, but they were looking to use this idol as a way of them connecting to God, which is still completely disallowed in Judaism, but that was their mistake. We as Jews need to always remember that this is always a misconception, not just for the Jewish people back then, but for us too. We are always capable of connecting to God directly. We don't need anyone to connect to God for us. We were born with souls. We were born with godly souls which are very capable of connecting to spirituality. And so long as we always remember and aware of the fact that we have the ability to connect to God and we don't need anyone else to do it for us, we will always be in a fantastic place. To me, that is the main message of this week's portion, that connection to God is within our reach. It is something we are very capable of doing, and we must never fear that we need someone else to do it for us. Wishing you all a Shabbat Shalom.